What's up YouTube? I'm Vaughn and this is the Gear channel where we discuss collectibles, hobbies, competitive games from tabletop to video games, and today we have a very special episode because we are reviewing my favorite Gundam, which is the Master Grade Blitz Gundam. Now I'm very surprised I didn't review it actually before, but I mostly wanted to wait for the quality aspect, so definitely for editing and our video, I think it's a much better how it is now than how it was like a year ago. So now I think it's about time we finally review this Gunpla. Now the market price for this model is definitely kind of steep than when the pandemic first started, so it's about $100, but it's mostly because there's such a low amount in the market. So if you find it for exactly $100, you're pretty lucky and I will actually get right on it. But I saw a few that it wasn't that bad with the shipping and all that. It was mostly around 120, but I definitely will find it worth it because, well, I'm quite biased because this is actually my favorite Gundam at the same time, so I would recommend everyone to get it. Now, first friendly reminder to definitely like and subscribe, and especially subscribe if you guys want to enter in our amazing giveaway for the Master Grade Zaku Verkai. So I'll make sure to put a link in the description so you guys could click on it, subscribe, and then enter right in. Now, with that being said, let's get started in our review. And here he is in all his glory, and let me tell you, he looks amazing, especially for a Gunpla that is kind of old. Definitely had this Gunpla for a very long time, and I'm glad to see that everything hold up, especially all the decal. They still look great. The only issues is definitely some posability. A lot of the joints are very tight, but besides that, you can still pose them in many different ways. And I'm very surprised that that wire still held up, and you can actually pose the claws however you like in mid-air, and it will actually stay. So let's take some close-up look of it. Taking a close look, he just looks amazing. Honestly, I just love this Gundam so much. Everything about it just looks awesome. Even the nub marks are not that bad, especially, but definitely you can see so much good details on it. And I would not even recommend to get the high grade, just the Master Grade. It's just, you don't want to miss out on the opportunity, and especially with all his accessories. There's just so much features you could do with this Gundam. Checking the lower half, we can see that everything is so well detailed, and honestly, there is really no complaints I have of this Gunpla. Now let's check out some accessories. First off, we're going to start with his claw, which looks amazing. Everything about it is really cool, and especially when it opens up. To open up is quite simple. First, you have to just move the wings outwards like this, and then each claw could just open on its own. Has a few posability, which is quite cool. So you can actually move these how you like. And this is just a very awesome features. Definitely really cool, especially for different poses that you want to do. Now it does have the adapter for the wire. That's quite simple. So you go take it to the back and you just plug in like this. And then when you go and take the Blitz Gundam over here, it will actually just port right over here. Very simple, and you can squeeze it all the way. And if you don't want to do that and you just want to put him in, you can actually just do the exact same thing. So you have lots of options of how you want to display him with his weapon. If you want it about to grab with the wire, if you don't, it's really up to you. And especially that it's a very strong metal wire, so you can slide in perfectly. Let me demonstrate over here. So we're going to slide this in, put it a bit upwards just so for gravity's sake, and then we could just plug it in, and just like that. So you could definitely bend the wire and pose it however you want. Flying, if you want to do a little combat scene with your other Gunpla as well, you definitely can. So very cool. Now let's check out his shield. And here is his shield, and it looks awesome. Now there's definitely a lot of cool features that you could do. So especially these missiles over here, they actually come off, so you could actually take all of them, and they also have pegs, so you could actually put him holding them if you want, or you could leave it in just by sliding it. Very simple. Now they do get loose a bit over on this joint over here, so Me, I try not to play around with it too much. So once it's in, I just pretty much leave it in and do a little angle because it's supposed to be a few bigger than the others. So something I think like this, and you're all set. Now it also comes with a saber. So you have two options. So you could actually have him holding the saber if you like. Now I did change mine and melted it a bit so it makes more of an effect. I think it looks a lot cooler. But there's actually a port right there that you could actually go and just plug this in. And there we go. So now you have it on it and it looks pretty cool. So definitely always keep it like it. And to attach them is quite simple. So you do have the finger trigger hand over here. And you would just take it, put it inwards. It's a bit difficult to do it on camera, but we're going to see what we can do. Hopefully it could work out. And also, hopefully I could remember how to do it. But also, there's also a peg in the back right over here that if you just manage to peg that in instead, if we could actually get to the point. There we go. Perfect. And it just stays just like that with no issues at all. Now I think it's about time we do some size comparison. Here he is next to the Master Grade Justice Gundam. Now there's definitely a little bit of a size difference. Now I did have to leave the stand on him because he's very top heavy, but I think together they don't look that bad and it's not really a giant size difference. So I think they look quite good together. Now for the next one, here he is with the Master Grade Ring Gundam Zero Custom Verkai. Now he's actually a little bit taller than the Ring Gundam, and if we're just including by the head and the shoulder, you actually see he's a little bit taller. If you include the wings, then no, he's shorter. But in all, with the actual figure, he is actually a little bit bigger. And finally, here he is with Bandai's Digimon model kit, Dukemon Amplify, which is actually going to be our next Digimon model kit review. And that's it for our review. Now, if you guys enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Like and subscribe, and especially subscribe if you guys want to enter in our amazing giveaway. And if you want a sneak peek of future products we're planning to review here on the channel, you can always follow me on my Instagram, VaughnGear. I'm Vaughn, and this was the Gear Channel.